Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's another cozy vlog. So I was cleaning the house. First thing, I had taken all of the sheets off my bed because I was going to wash them. I was doing a deep clean vacuum up there. I was trying to remake the bed, and Betty was not having it. She wanted to be a part of it. I came downstairs and Joan completely attacks this ball tower. It's so cute. She's so loud about it. The cats like to run around a lot in the morning. On this morning, I was a little bit busy. I was trying to do too many things at once. I was making quinoa and it overflowed and made this huge mess on the stove. It was not even 9 o'clock yet, but John was just leaving for work. So I just continued on because I had a bunch of meal prep I wanted to do before I worried about the stove. So I had a bunch of produce to cut up. I find if my produce is all cut and prepped, it's very unlikely it will go bad. So I was doing like the normal salads that I usually do. They didn't have any kale slaw, so I got broccoli slaw instead. And I was just getting all of those made. It's pretty much the same thing I eat like almost every day. But I was adding quinoa in as well. So getting all that taken care of, and then I had made like these little pieces of like faux chicken. It's just made with wheat gluten for John because I was going to try to make butter chicken from scratch because he really likes that. And sometimes I get it's like a pre-made sauce you can get from the store that's vegan. So we get that sometimes, but I thought it's probably not that hard to make. So I figured I'd give it a go. And it actually turned out amazing. John said he loved it. So I was very happy about that. And it was way, way cheaper because I think the bottle of sauce is like $5 or $6. So it was nice. Got the kitchen cleaned up. And Joan is so adorable. So I didn't see Betty downstairs. So lately she has been sleeping in John's room with him at night, which I'm so jealous, but I'm also happy for him because he's never really had a cat be like cuddly and sleep with him. So during the day sometimes she sleeps in here. It's really cute. She likes looking out John's bedroom window, but she gets tired after a while, so then I think she just flops on the bed. But she was so cute. And so the butter chicken ended up making 2 good sized portions, so I was just letting that cool a little before I put the lid on and put it in the fridge. I was actually feeling really good. I had got so much done that morning and it was only 10:30. So after I made my salads, I actually made one like to eat that day, so I was just gonna chill and have that. So I hadn't eaten anything, the air conditioning going because it was so hot. I've been in like a heat wave. And I was just watching some TV, do another load of dishes. This is actually the next day, and John had stopped at the store on his way home from work the previous night to get one of these kits that work really well on this type of stove. And I figured I needed it because that quinoa was like, it was a mess. So I was going to do that, and then I was going to refill all the spices too, because neither one of those were like too, like it was really hot, so you're kind of more standing in one spot. I didn't end up filming anything else apparently, but the stove turned out perfect. But this is the next morning. Sometimes in the mornings before John gets up, I will just get back in bed and the cats come up there with me. It's super cute. They're just waiting for breakfast. Jonah's very patient. She doesn't wake me up or anything, but she's definitely, that's why she's on the bed, because she's just waiting. A lot of times if Betty isn't there, she'll sit up on my lap or my legs, like as if to say she's not going anywhere without me knowing about it. So we finally got up. I made us these breakfast sandwiches, which are so good. And then Joan was chilling after she had her breakfast. She loves that Darth Vader toy. She carries it around in her mouth. She'll carry it upstairs with her to play with up there. It's so adorable. She really doesn't want to share it with Betty. And Betty, of course, after her breakfast, she usually always sits in the window. She sits there for hours, but she'll eventually get tired. And then so she just lays down on her I put like a blanket there so it's a little more comfy for her, but she loves it so much. It's so adorable. But John was off this day, so we were going to go out and run some errands and pick up our grocery order. Usually I don't go with him, but on this day I was, because I wanted to do a few things that he couldn't do for me. So she's so cute though. Just loving life. She's just fascinated with the windows. It's very cute. That and TV. So I was getting ready upstairs, putting my makeup on my vanity, and she followed me upstairs, and she was determined to open up the, I don't know, I guess she thought she could pull the drawer open with her paw. Definitely not. So we went to our Walmart circa early 2000s because I wanted to look at the school supplies because I wanted a very specific thing I was looking for. I didn't end up filming anything else while we were out, but I did find what I was looking for. I came home. This was only the second time I think we left the cats alone, so they were both sleeping on my bed. So cute. If I don't make my bed and I leave the covers open a little, Joan will get in the bed. And it's so cute. Otherwise, she always sleeps on the corner. But whenever the bed isn't made, she'll get in the bed. And I think it's so adorable. So I've just been leaving it that way a lot. But we ended up getting a big grocery order. And I think Joan knew because we had gotten a bunch of cat stuff. She was very eager to get some more tin canned food. But I didn't bother putting these up. But I did show you what I got for groceries. So we were looking at some vegan ice cream, and then I noticed these. Like, I'm never in the grocery store usually. So I was like, let's check and see if these are vegan, because I think I would rather this over vegan ice cream. So they both were very excited. The strawberry lemon is so good. So you just needed a few produce things. I got some lettuce. I got these tomatoes, which I'm a little bit sad about because I ordered them like on the grocery order and it showed an heirloom tomato in there, but it did not have an heirloom tomato. It's fine. I do love tomatoes, but I was excited because I thought maybe I could get it that way. Got some mixed frozen vegetables, a green pepper, red onion. Got a lot of like dairy or like non-dairy things. So got some of this cheddar block. Got some hummus. I love the roasted red pepper, just regular hummus. Got some of this yogurt that I was obsessed with a couple months ago, but I haven't had it in a while, so I thought I would get some. It's so good. Vanilla flavor. They didn't have the key lime flavor. That was my favorite. I got some shredded cheddar cheese for a vintage recipe I'm going to make. Got a bunch of tofu. Got some coffee cream. I actually didn't order pumpkin, but I'm not mad about it. I think it was like caramel that I ordered. So, but I think it comes in the same color thing. So maybe, I don't know, but I'm not mad about it because fall is coming. Got some cream cheese and some sour cream. I got this dip that I absolutely love, but it is really expensive. It's like $10, but it was on sale for $7. And we got some chips at the store as well because we were going to watch a movie that day. And then I also got these like chocolate bars with almonds in them. Got some bread. This is like my favorite gluten-free bread ever. I will say though, I tried the white kind and I didn't really like the white, so it's really just this kind, but it tastes almost to me like normal bread. If you've ever had gluten-free bread, it can be a little gritty and just not the same. But then got some bread for John too because he pretty much takes sandwiches a lot, and then I just got him plain white bread for toast. Like that's what he prefers if he has toast. I got this because I'm going to make some spaghetti and I wanted some garlic bread. And then for this week, I was going to make John subs for his lunch for something different. I got these wraps. They're not the ones I wanted either, but I'll still use them. I want like the bigger burrito size. And then John likes taking a fruit cup sometimes for lunch, so got that. And then while we were in there, since it's like back to school time, I saw those Ritz crackers. I was like, oh, this could be something nice to take in your lunch. And then I got a whole bunch of granola bars because it's still just really hot and I don't feel like making things from scratch because it heats up the house so much. So we just got a bunch of different varieties of these made good that are like vegan. I think they're gluten-free too, so technically I could have them, but I'm not a real big granola bar person. I wanted to get some like multicolored quinoa, but they just had that kind, and I wanted to get some gluten-free breadcrumbs. And then since I filled the spices, I knew all the different spices I needed, and so I had added those to the list. And then I got some pimento. I think that's how you say it. I've never had these before, but I needed it for a vintage recipe, and I feel like these are very vintage. And I got some chickpeas because we go through so many chickpeas. Got some coffee pods and some taco shells. So for the cats, I got them this hairball control food because like they're both really long haired. So I figured that will probably be an issue. We also got them these like hairball. John actually went to the pet store and found these little like treats. So I think I'm gonna give them one of those like every other day, and then on the other days give them some of those. And then I just got a bunch of kitten food for Betty. They didn't really have a lot, but she doesn't really like wet food that much. Like she'll just eat a tiny bit. So I take one of these things and she actually only has half of it, and she doesn't even eat the whole half. But Joan usually finishes her leftovers. But I got a few different kinds. They didn't actually have that many options, so I just got a couple of whatever options they had. And then I got these because she does like the gravy part. So I thought, well, she might just lick all the gravy off the food, and that's exactly what she did. So I probably won't get her those anymore, but it was worth a try. And then in the school supplies section, well, I grabbed some pens because they were quite a bit cheaper than normal. So I got some of those. And then what I really went to look for is I wanted like a notebook scribbler that had different sections, but that also had like envelopes in it. In the divider part. So I got this 3-subject one that has that, and I thought this was really pretty cover, but this scribbler was $13. I think that is crazy, and this is the only option they had too. So I did get it because it was exactly what I was looking for. But John got some of these notepads with the back that like slides into like a folder. He uses those at work. And I got some printer paper because it was like half price. And then I got some towels, like hand towels for the bathroom. I'm wanting to do a makeover on the bathroom, and these will fit that vibe, I hope. I'm gonna post a house tour, like maybe my next video, and basically I'm gonna just give you a tour of the main level and show you all of the things I want to do, or talk about the things I want to do, I guess. So there's a bunch of things I want to do. And then I just figured, since I was at Walmart, I would look in the candle section. There was a candle that I really, really wanted, the hazelnut one. I had smelled it like months ago, and I was like, that smells so good. So I was like, since we're here, I'm going to get that candle. And then I saw the other one and figured that was good too. I didn't see any pumpkin, which is what I was initially hoping to find, but we're gonna watch a movie that day, so having a little snack. This dip is so good. It's so expensive though, like $10 for a thing of chip dip is a little intense, but it's made with like cashews, so that's why. But we're watching the latest Jurassic Park movie, and I didn't think it was nearly like, it got a lot of hate, and people were like, oh, you're gonna hate it. It was so bad, but we didn't think it was that bad. Is it the best one? No, but it wasn't that bad. And Joni was actually up watching it with me, which is so cute. That's very unlike her. But see, John was sitting in the chair. So the other thing I did when we went out was I got these I keep wanting to call them paint chips, but I don't know. I don't think that's the right name. But basically, you know, when you can see what kind of paint. And that was for the bathroom. So I did find a color that I'm going to go with, and I'm very excited. So I think I might make over the bathroom first, but I'm pretty pretty excited. And the cats were laying in bed with me. So cute. So it was the next day, I believe. I had taken out some Beyond Meat from the freezer because I wanted to make some meatballs for the spaghetti I was making. And then I had 2 sausages left in this package that I needed to cook, like, and use up in something. And I made a whole batch of cashew parm for the spaghetti. I took out these bagels from the freezer too, so John could have that as like his breakfast in the morning. And then we had got this cream cheese, and John, since they were blueberry bagels, he was talking about how he used to love strawberry cream cheese. So I had some freeze-dried strawberries that I kind of just made into almost a powder, and I was gonna mix that up. I ended up needing to let the cream cheese soften a little before it would really mix, but did another load of dishes. I feel like that's my whole life, but the cream cheese turned out really good. And the brand actually makes like a strawberry cream cheese, but they just don't sell it where we live. So, and Betty, she does this thing I've noticed. This blanket is very like nubby, and she'll like suck on the blanket and like kind of make biscuits at the same time. It's so adorable. It just makes me realize like what a baby she is. Anyway, she's been doing that a lot lately. So I make sure to wash this blanket without any like the detergent that we use for our clothes is like unscented and like not very chemically. So since she's sucking on it, but it's just super cute. She does it for like quite a while, and then she'll just pass out. She'll be like dead to the world for hours. So Joan's living her best life in her chair. I just love that she's so comfortable now. So this is her favorite place to be, in this chair. John doesn't get to use it that much anymore. But here's Betty. She's totally conked out. So cute. So I'd been doing some laundry, and I needed to hang a few things out on the line. These flowers are looking so rough because the cats love playing with them. I'm gonna have to like move them somewhere else, I think. But then I wanted to look and see what candles I had. I keep those in the little cupboard there at the bottom of the bookshelf because I know that I got a bunch last year, so I was gonna see if I had any kind of fall ones. I really didn't have fall ones, but there's a ton of Christmas ones in here, so I don't think I'm gonna need to get any more Christmas candles. I say that, but then see, these ones last year, they had these really cute like illustrations on them, which is why I went crazy and got so many. I ended up realizing like some of them I hadn't even lit, so I was like, yeah, I think I'm probably good. But having said that, if they come out with really cute ones this year too, like I might be tempted to get some. But I did like the ones from Walmart better because they're quite a bit cheaper than these ones. These ones I think are like $14 a piece, maybe $16, I can't remember. But I think these ones from Walmart might have only been like $7 or $8. So anyway, I might still look for a pumpkin candle because it's fall, and it's really the only time I burn candles is during fall and like Christmas time. So I don't know, it's such like a mood setter. I just love it. So I do have this pear one, which I guess pear could be fall, but it does look like it's in more Christmassy winter packaging. Anyway, it smells good. But I made my meatballs once my Beyond was thawed out. I was making the spaghetti the next day, but I wanted to make this the meatballs like the previous day, and I wanted to turn that into some garlic bread, so I did that, and I just put 2 of the bags in the freezer for another time, and then I cooked the sausages and just put those in a container. I prepped up a bunch of like vegetables, and I grated some of that cheddar block that I showed in the grocery haul. So I was making John, I marinated some tofu. I was making him like barbecue chicken subs, but not actually chicken, just made with cubed up tofu. So those turned out great. He's been liking them. Oh, my little Betty. She's so cute. Her favorite show is the Roku home screen. She freaking loves it. It's so adorable. And so on this day, this might have been the next day, or no, this was the same day. I wanted to make like a 90's dinner. I've been watching all these episodes from the 90's of General Hospital, and so I keep seeing 90's food commercials because a lot of the episodes just have the original commercials in them. And so I've been seeing a lot of shake and bake. So this is actually just tofu that I've kind of carved to look like a chicken breast. And since it's already cooked and it's not, like raw chicken, I need to like put it in this just flour and water mixture in order to get the crumbs to like stick to it. So did that. This is very 90's to me. Like when I think about food from the 90's, that's what I think about. And I was just using what I had on hand. So I'm doing some broccoli, and then I was doing this like side dish of these white cheddar shells. I felt like that was also very 90's. The broccoli, if it was the 90's, would probably have cheese on it, but I just love the taste of broccoli, so I feel like putting cheese on it ruins it. But if I had cauliflower, I would have made cauliflower as well and did those two together. I did corn was probably like what I would have done, but I didn't have that. But for John, I did do these mixed vegetables. I just don't like those by themselves. If they're mixed into something else, I don't mind it, like rice or something, but I don't like just eating them straight like that. But he doesn't mind it, so I thought, oh, that's kind of perfect. So I'm just back to having mine, watching some General Hospital, having a little time with the kitties. She loves it so much. This is like where she is like 90% of the time if she's not like eating or playing. It's super cute. She has such furry feet. Well, I notice whenever she's sleeping, her toes are always like curled, and I think it's super cute. She just seems so happy here, and it just warms my heart to know that she's like happy and has a home and has like a little sister, and just love it. And Betty, of course, looking out the window. So it's the next day. It's actually my mom's birthday on this day, and every year since my mom passed away, on her birthday I usually make spaghetti and meatballs because that was her like favorite meal. It's just kind of like something that we started doing, so now I just do it every year. And I usually watch like a movie that she liked or something. So I was getting all that done. Betty likes to get up under the blanket. She's a real burrower. She loves burrowing into our beds and blankets and just anything. Joan keeps trying to do it too, but she's just too big. So now she's taken to, when Betty's underneath, she just gets up on the back of the couch and she like stands on Betty sometimes, or they like fight through the blanket. But Betty will just go up there and fall asleep. But Joan definitely wanted to be involved. It's very cute. And so I like to eat a lot earlier than John because he doesn't get home until like 6:30 some nights. So I like to eat probably like 2 or 3 at the latest. So I was just having mine separately. So I had that. I was just watching some General Hospital, I think, and the cats were up there with me, which was really cute. So when John got home from work, he was heating his spaghetti up, and I did decide to have a little bowl of that like sorbet that I showed in the grocery haul. It was so good. So while John was eating his dinner and I was eating my sorbet, we watched a movie. We both had actually never seen this movie, Good Morning Vietnam, from the 80's, but my mom loved this movie, and I was trying to think about a movie to watch, and then I knew that the movie was really funny, so I was like, maybe I should text John and see if he'd want to watch it with me when he got home from work, and he did. So he had never seen it before either. And Joan was actually, both cats got up with me during the movie, which was so cute. So we watched that, and it was quite late by the time I got over, so we just went to bed right after. But we both thought it was really funny, so that's kind of just like what we do every year, kind of, I guess, like celebrate my mom. I don't know, but Anyway, that is it for that week's vlog. I'm pretty much caught up now, so because that was only a few days ago. But I do want to just say, like, we've been loving reading all of the comments and all of the love for Betty and Joan on the videos. It's just so, like, heartwarming that other people also, like, care and are happy for them. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. And I think the next video I post will be a house tour, or maybe another vlog, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a house tour. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad you're enjoying seeing so much of the cats, because I'm literally obsessed with them. So anyway, I will see you again very soon.